All right, so welcome to another transformational, chi energized, chi activation, meditation healing webinar. I'm your speaker today, David Wong. And if you're new, welcome. And today we are going to talk about the future of meditation and future of healing meditation specifically. So, as you already know, many people are really interested in meditation because there's just so much anxiety in the world today. There's so much uncertainty, so much stress, and so much disconnecting with ourselves, with our spiritual life, that people are finding that they're not fulfilled. People are finding that they're not happy. They're working jobs, they're doing every day, they're getting so tired, they're getting sick, they're not at their optimal health, they don't feel like they have their optimal mental health either. So people are more attracted to meditation because it's one of the surefire ways to get you to be more happy, to be more fulfilled, to be even more balanced mentally and physically. So if that's you, then you're in the right place, because we're going to show you, and I'm going to show you today, how you can do a meditation technique that can help you balance yourself, how to activate that chi energy inside you that everyone and every human has. It's the ability to activate healing energy inside our body, and even if you practice it to a certain level, be able to use energy healing on other people. So if you don't know who I am, I'm David Wong, and I am a Qigong energy healing practitioner. So using energy that comes from our body, from inside and from the universe, in order to manipulate it or transform it into healing energy. And I've been practicing Qigong for over 10 years. I'm also the inventor of the Qi coil and resonant wave system technology that you may be aware of. And I'm also a film producer and a music composer. So why am I here today? Is because my life was completely changed. About 10 years ago, I was in complete disease. I had an incurable digestive disorder. I had ulcers in my stomach. I lived in pain every day. Just imagine be bleeding every 24 hours a day, every year, every single day of your life, every month, every year. And that happened for 10 years. So it goes without saying that I had very little energy, because my energy was draining every day. And I didn't have any energy to do the things I need to do, like work, focus. I was in a bad mood because I was just so tired and frustrated with my situation. I was very poor financially. And I almost gave up. I said, maybe this is the way that life is going to be. I just had to make the best out of it. And I tried different kinds of medicine. I tried traditional Chinese medicine. I tried Western medicine, medication. I tried lots of different things, but none of them really worked. None of them worked. And I always had to I always had that disease and never got rid of it, until I stumbled upon this new technology that I was able to heal myself in 90 days. That's how long it took. And I was just completely amazed. I'm so thankful. I thank God every day that I can be so alive and be so energetic and have so much health in my life, and be able to help other people become healthy too. So that's my goal. That's why I'm here, because I want to share the journey that I've taken to go from disease to become healthy, to go from depression and anxiety to become very happy, very balanced, and very, very centered and focused and productive, and go from being broke to being quite successful financially as well. So hopefully my journey will inspire you, and also actually give you not just the inspiration, but the tools and the techniques and the system that you can implement for yourself, so that you can achieve the things that you want. And it could be to get better health. It could be to get more balanced mind, to have more calmness in your life, less anxiety, have better relationships with your kids or with your parents or with your loved one, with your spouse, be in a better mood. So many things that you can transform yourself with. Be more spiritually connected, be more connected to yourself, to higher power, to God, if you believe in God, to have a stronger connection. And people ask, well, how can a technology, how can a device make you more spiritual? Well, let's take a look at what spirituality it actually is. It's actually a lot of science behind spirituality that many people don't know about. Okay, and we're going to explain some of those later in this webinar. Okay, so if you stay until the end of this webinar, as usual, you're going to get a free gift. I'm going to give you a free meditation frequency. It's a secret mystery frequency. And here's a little preview of what it's going to look like. Okay, so it's a free mystery frequency at the end of the webinar. I'm going to give you the link, so just stay until the end and you're going to get that. The quick disclaimer is that any and all information are for education purposes only, and is not medical advice or replacement for medical care. Nothing here is intended as a diagnosis, treatment, cure, or proven to prevent any disease. And you should never stop taking medication, and you need to discuss the situation with your medical practitioner. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to cover how to create a chi energy ball. And I'm going to explain to you what biophotons are and what bioenergy is. And we're going to discover how electromagnetic fields impact your health and how to boost your own bioenergy and even boost your own luck and magnetic abundance. And so many people ask, how can you connect all these things together? I thought health was just health. And I thought just spirituality was spirituality. I thought success was just success. Well, it's not. Everything in your life is connected. Every single thing. Every part of your body, to your thoughts, to your spiritual life, to what's happening around you, what you're able to create in your life, they're all connected. Okay, so before, maybe like 100 years ago, people thought that, okay, if there's a heart condition, you just look at the heart, you fix the heart, and then that's all you need to do. Or if there's a knee problem, or there's a problem with some part of the body, then you just fix that problem. You just focus on that part. And let's say you have a tumor on your thumb. So what do? Just cut off the thumb, and then everything's fixed. Or you had a tumor on your toe. Well, all you have to do is just cut off the toe, and then everything's fixed. So about 100 years ago, that was the ideology of what health or medicine was about. They just focused on one thing. That's what medicine was primarily focused on. The general consensus was that it's focused on one thing. If something's wrong, you just cut it off, and then that will fix the problem. But now we are seeing that it's not the case. Is that everything's connected. Our thoughts, our organs, our bodies, and also our bioenergy field, which are becoming more accepted now, is that we have an energy field around our bodies. That also is connected to every single part of our lives. So I'm going to explain to you how that works in this webinar. So as we start the last few webinars, if you're here, you'll know that we do some meditation, live meditations. Let me see. Okay, so chi energy ball. Okay, so let's start. So get in a comfortable position. You can be standing up like what I'm doing now, or you could be sitting down. Just make sure you are sitting up straight or standing up straight, your knees slightly bent, and your feet about shoulder width apart. Here's my shoulder width. Your feet about this far apart from each other. Your toes should be pointing forward. Your feet are flat on the ground. And your knees are bent slightly outwards. So if you look at my knees, you see my knees, they're bent slightly outwards. So their knees shouldn't go inwards. Your knees should bend slightly outwards like this. So you create a arch with your legs like this, like an arch. Okay, so you're standing up. That's what you should be doing. And then I want you to rub your hands together until they get hot. Rub them until they get hot. And then I want you to relax your hands. Close them a bit. Shake them a little bit. And make sure they're nice and loose and relaxed. Now, just bring your hands in front of you, about chest level. And then I want you to just open it up like this. And then close it up like this. Open up and close. Now, as in our other meditations, what helps is if you imagine you're underwater, or your hands at least are underwater, and that you are weighting your hands in the water. So you can feel the water flowing between your fingers, and you can feel the waters slowly flowing over your whole hand, between your fingers, on your palms. Just imagine that your hands are actually in that water, flowing back and forth like this. Okay, now the purpose of relaxing is so that you can have chi energy flow to that part of your body. So the more relaxed your hands are, then the more blood is going to flow there, and blood follows the chi. So the more blood flow, the more chi goes to your hands. And the more chi goes to your hands, then the more sensations you'll feel in your hands. So who here's, you don't have to raise your hand, but feel if you can feel your hands getting warmer. You see if you can feel some tingling in your hands. Okay, so now we're just doing the motion, but now we're going to add a little next layer. Next layer is to imagine a ball. So imagine there's a white energy ball that's getting smaller and getting bigger, getting smaller, getting bigger, getting smaller and bigger. Now imagine that the energy ball is not just getting bigger and smaller, but it is actually elastic. It's like a big bubble. So when you open up, you're kind of stretching it. You're stretching the ball. And then when you're closing, you're squeezing the ball. And the ball pushes back against your hand. As you're opening up, you're stretching the ball, and the ball kind of pulls your hands back together. So there's a little bit of resistance. So just imagine it, and you may be able to start feeling that. So as you're opening, you're stretching the ball, the bubble, and it kind of pulls your hands back together. As you close it, you are pressing the ball or the bubble, and the bubble kind of pushes back. So try to feel that now. Imagine there's that resistance. The ball is stretching, you're stretching the ball, and then you are compressing the ball. Okay, now as you get closer, don't touch your hands together, but feel that energy is between your hands as you get close. And just stop there for a second and really feel the energy there. Feel the heat, feel the tingling, feel the numbness or the vibrations, or feel the electric sensations. Okay, you feel that? Now open up slowly and continue the same thing. Open it up bigger, and then come back slowly. So imagine it's a bubble, and you don't want to move so fast that you're going to pop it. You just want to slowly open up so that you're stretching it and making it bigger very slowly without popping the bubble. The same thing as you're slowly compressing it. You want to do it so slow that you don't pop the bubble. And once again, as we get the ball smaller and smaller, hold your hands together like this, and then feel the tingling. Now I want you to feel specifically the tingling and the heat on your thumb, so you can focus your awareness on your thumb. Feel how your thumbs are starting to feel hot, and you can feel the vibrations in your thumb. Okay, can you feel it? Now, see if you can feel your index finger, your forefinger, and try to focus your awareness on your two forefingers. Just imagine now that there is a beam of energy connecting your two forefingers, and feel that heat between the two forefingers. Feel the numbness and the vibration there. Okay, can you feel it? Okay, if you can feel it. Can't feel anything, that's fine. Just pretend, and eventually you might feel something. Now let's move on to the third finger, middle finger. Now focus your awareness to your middle finger. Now if you're having problems focusing your awareness, trying to find the feeling on your middle finger, just move it around. Okay, just move around the middle finger, and then try to feel the middle finger. Now that you're more aware of where it is, try to feel that middle finger. Okay, so feel that middle finger, feel the heat there, feel the tingling on the middle finger. And then now feel the fourth finger, your ring finger, both finger, move it around a little bit so you can be more aware of where that is, how that feels. Now see if you can put your consciousness there and feel the heat and the numbness on your other fingers. You probably still feel heat and tingling on your whole hand, but now I want you to focus and concentrate on that fourth finger. Okay, so feel that heat between those two, the four fingers. Now I want you to do the pinky. Move the pinky, and then feel the heat on your pinky. Feel the vibrations on your pinky. Okay, so now I want you to feel every finger now. So all the 5 fingers. Feel all the 5 fingers, and feel as if they are all connected to the other finger. So thumb to thumb, forefinger to finger. Just imagine there's a visible energy beam that's connecting all 5 fingers. Now I want you to connect that, and now do the same thing. Now you have these energy beams between your fingers, and you also have the bubble. So the bubble, press the bubble in, nice and slow. Open up the bubble. Stretch it out. Press nice and slow. Okay, at this point, you will be feeling some really weird stuff happening in your hand. And you can tell me how you feel after we do this exercise. But sometimes when I get really deep in meditation, I can feel the tingling going up my whole arm, up to my shoulder, my chest, and my whole body. You'll feel this massive tingling sensation like through your whole body. But it's easy to start with just the hands. Okay, now let's add another layer. So the next layer is we're going to add breathing to it. So do the same thing you're doing. Keep the visualization. As you open up, just take a breath in. And as you close, just breathe out slowly. So breathe in. Still opening up the bubble. Breathe out. Breathe in. Still keeping that connection. See if you can keep those energy wires. Just imagine those energy beams still connecting your fingers together. You still feel the bubble. Again, now you're adding the breathing. So you want to do gentle breath, just like you don't want to burst the bubble, don't want to pop it. You don't want to disturb your breath as well. So your breath has to be nice and soft and gentle. Okay, now let's add another layer. So as you're opening, I'm going to ask you to make a sound with your voice. And as you're closing, I want you to make another sound with your voice. So when you're opening, I want you to say la. So la. And when you're closing, I want you to say how. How. So feel that vibration of your voice, vibrate your chest, and even vibrate your hands. So as you do those voice, as you use those sounds, feel that vibration go throughout your whole body. So la, how, la, how, la, how. All right, so stop here again, and then now feel the energy go again. Your hand, does it feel different than before? Move it around a bit. Imagine you're playing with this malleable or this bubble, and it can change shape. It's rubbery, or it's bouncy, and it's got some kind of buoyancy to it. So just play around with it. Feel that. Feel how it feels in between your hands. Move your hands a little bit. Play around with it. Don't touch your hands together, but just kind of move around. Feel how it moves. If you lose it, then just move slowly. If you move too fast, you might stop. You might lose the sensation. So see, you can move it slowly. Do little small opening and closing. Open it in different directions. Roll it around a little bit. Okay, and then now let's focus back and just feel that ball. Now, next step is I want you to start to focus and accelerate the ball. So now the ball is spinning, and then it's as if every time you close your hands and go how, then this ball spins faster, like you're adding energy to it. So you're going la, so you're getting ready to make it spin. So you go how, and then it spins faster, 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 faster. You're adding that energy, that pressure to the ball, and it spins faster and faster. It gets brighter and brighter. Okay, ha, la, and then how gets faster. You're focusing, condensing the energy every time your hands come together, condensing the energy. Okay, feel that energy condensing, the ball getting brighter. Condensing, how, you can add the voice or not, that's up to you. Add the voice, how. Okay, so by this time, you should have a very intense light energy ball. Now feel how it feels between your hands. Now it feels pretty intense, doesn't it? Okay, so now what I want to do is I want you to breathe in really fast and while you clap your hands together. Okay, so on count of 3, you're going to breathe in really fast with your nose and then clap your hands together. So ready? 1, 2, 3. And then squeeze your hands together. Just imagine that ball of energy now just went into your hands, and you breathe in through your arms, and then now it's going throughout your whole body. Okay, breathe in a few more times. Squeeze your hands together as if you are just now sucking in all that positive energy into your whole body, and rub your hands some more. So, okay, so suck it in. Breathe in that energy. All right, so now it's as if all that positive energy that you built up now is now circulating and absorbed into your body. Okay, now what you can do is, now you have this energy in your body, make your fingers like this, and then see if you can feel, just imagine you're pointing a laser beam with your fingers like this, and then put it on your palm and move it around your hand like this. See if you feel something. Can you feel some sensation? Move it down each finger so you can feel that finger individually. Your thumb, so you can feel that thumb individually. Move around your palm. See where it is the most sensitive without touching your actual hand. See if you can feel any kind of sensation in your hand as you point at it. Okay, even the back of the hand, can you feel it on each finger? Can you feel it on each finger? Okay, now if you have any pain, you can try the other hand too. Use your left hand and point it to your right hand so you can feel that. Go up and down each finger and thumb. Go into your, point at your palm, see which part of the palm is the most sensitive. Go to the back of the hand. Okay, do it slowly so you can feel something on the back of your hand. Okay, now if you have anywhere they have pain, If you have neck pain, now what you're going to do is just put your hands there and breathe. Or if you have any kind of pain anywhere or elbow pain, just hold your elbow and breathe. Or wrist pain, just hold your wrist and breathe. Or knee pain, so anywhere that you have pain that you need healing, put it on that part of your body and just hold it there. And just hold it gently, you don't have to squeeze it. And just feel that energy flowing through. Your back pain, you can put it on the back and breathe. Okay, so you can do that as much as you want. You can do that longer. So we're just going to close off right now. I'm just going to go up. Breathe in, down. A quick one is I just do 3 of them like this. 1, 2, 3. Do the upper dantian, and you do the second dantian, pineal gland. Do 3 times like this. Gather, breathe in, and then relax. Gather, breathe in. Relax, and then 3 times to your stomach. 3 times. 1, breathe in, 2, and 3. And then hold it here. Take 3 breaths. Nice and slow breaths. And then you do yin and balance. Shift your weight from one leg to the other. 1, 2, and 3. All right, and now we're back. So that's the Chi energy ball exercise with some variations and different layers that you can add. I also added the sword finger exercise and a closing technique at the end. How do you guys feel? If you don't feel anything, that's fine. If this is your first time, then just keep practicing it. You can rewatch this and just follow what I just did once a day, and eventually you'll feel it. For a long time, I didn't feel any energy in my tummy, dantian, but just keep doing it, and eventually you'll feel the sensations. You're learning a new body skill. You're learning to you're basically turning on those nerves, turning on a different awareness in your body. So sometimes it takes time, and some people may not feel it right away, but the more you do it, then eventually you're going to feel it. Anthony says heavy vibrations. Okay, so all those things are very common. So vibration, you feel it like shaking, like inside, not physically shaking. Some people actually physically shake, but some people can just feel it vibrating, very like just vibrating. You can feel your skin vibrating. Some people can feel heat, and their hands start to get sweaty. You can feel like a magnetic pull, some kind of magnetic energy, like repulsive force, like it's trying to push your hands or pull your hands together. Some people feel tingling is very common, and heat. Okay, so you may be asking, what the heck was that? Is it just my imagination? What the heck's going on? How come I'm feeling these sensations? Well, let me explain to you what these things are. So many people say that, well, chi is just baloney, it's BS, it doesn't exist, it's just in your imagination. No such thing as chi, right? Is that right? No such thing as chi, okay? Well, let me show you how scientists actually measure chi. What do you mean measure chi? How can you actually measure it? I thought it was just something in your mind. Well, it's actually a lot more than that. So there's a lot of people, there's a lot of scientists who have different ways of measuring chi. And some are through EEGs, ECGs, kinesiology, muscle testing, thermometry, infrared cameras, electrodermal, bioelectricity. So you can measure the electrical signals in your body, biophoton emission, and high voltage electrophotography. I'm going to explain to you what these are. So let's talk about biophoton emission. So apparently our bodies actually emit photons. So what are photons? Photons are light particles. Every day we experience it. You turn on a light bulb, there's actually biophoton particles. That's what creates light. It's the same thing from the sun or any kind of thing that creates light. But you know what else creates light? Our bodies actually create light. And then it's in the form of biophotons. So if you actually look at this diagram here, this is a camera of biophoton emissions. Now, this is not a heat camera. We're not measuring heat. These are actually measuring the amount of biophotons, organically produced light particles that come out of your body. As you can see, the face has a lot of biophotons, but which part of our body do you think has the most biophotons? Can you guess? Okay, well, no, it's not. It's not the chest, heart, or the brain. It's actually your hands and your fingertips. So the strongest biophoton emissions are in your hands, in the palms, and in the fingertips. So that's why we did that exercise today. You feel that tingling. Remember we did the exercise with, well, first you can feel the tingling between your fingers, and then we did the sword finger like this, right? So once you practice to a certain level, like you can actually feel, like if you move it up to your middle finger, I can feel it on my middle finger now. I can feel it on my bottom of my palm. I can feel it in the middle of the palm. I can feel it in the back of the hand. So wherever you point it, you can actually feel it there. And it's very similar to the feeling you get if you have a laser pen. You know, my battery, oh, it's working. So I have a laser pen here. So you can get these from our store. You can get these laser pens. And if you have a laser pen, you can get one of them. And I can actually feel the dot on my hand. Because your hands actually are also photon receptors. So not only can you send photons with your hands, you can actually receive photons with your hands too. So it's a two-way thing. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so you can get these from our stores, like $30. You can get these lasers, and then you can feel it on your hand. But it's the same thing. If you do this with your finger, you can feel it on your hand as well. So what is this thing that you're feeling? It's actually biophotons. And they did, so this is a researcher that I'm friends with, and she actually, they measured the hand biophoton intensity, and guess where they were focused? They were focused on the index finger primarily, and also in the middle finger. So, and then that's now scientifically proven that biophotons come out the most from these two fingers. And guess what is the mudra, or the hand position that we use in a lot of Tai Chi, especially sword Tai Chi? Use this, the sword finger. So for thousands of years, we have been practicing Tai Chi and sword techniques using this position, this hand position. Is there a reason to it? Do you think there's a reason to it? Well, now we know, scientifically it's proven, it actually focuses biophotons in those two fingers, and it's actually, you can use it to point and direct your chi energy. Okay, that's right, you can use it to shoot chi energy wherever you want. So you're asking, well, that's kind of far-fetched. How can you shoot chi energy? Well, here's another experiment that was actually done by the same researcher, and it shows that the healer, the chi energy healer, can when they are chi energy healing the patient, we can show that the biophotons are actually transferred to the patient from the healer. Okay, so what they did was they had a participant, and then they had the healer, and so on. And they counted the biophotons before, and they counted the biophotons after the treatment. And what they found was that consistently, the biophotons in the healer, they started at a higher level, and then after the healing session, it went down. But then the patient's biophotons went up. So somehow there was some kind of transference of the biophotons from the healer to the patient. And then after some time of meditating and so on, the healer would rejuvenate or refill their biophotons, and their energy will be back up. So every time they were doing these healings, basically they were using up that chi energy inside the body and transferring it to the patient. And the patient will have more of this bio energy. Isn't that amazing? This is like Star Wars, okay? This is like science fiction, but now it's not just science fiction, it's science fact. You can measure these biophotons and watch it being transferred by these Qigong energy healing practitioners. I'm totally amazed at this, because when I grew up, coming from an Asian background, we all thought that chi energy was just something in the kung fu movies or something like from ancient myth, and it doesn't really exist. And all those crazy things we see people do on television, like Star Wars, people healing with energy or projecting or pushing and pulling with energy. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not, but there is now science to show that there's a certain truth to that, a certain fact that actually happens. Okay, so there's another experiment done by using a GDV camera. So I have one of these, and what it is it measures the energy discharge from your fingertips. And what it does is this is how it looks when it takes photos of your fingers. You can see it's kind of like the energy kind of shooting out your fingers, and depending on so basically we take pictures of all 5 of your fingers, and then depending on where the energy is on the finger, then it will determine how healthy your organs are, because each part of the fingertip represents a different part of your body. Okay, so using Chinese traditional medicine, we're able to figure out how healthy you are and how much bioenergy you have, depending on the energy coming in from your fingertips. So why am I showing you this? We'll get to that in a second. Okay, so next, I want to share with you a very interesting experiment done by somebody called Dr. Rutger Weaver. I think he's an A. Dr. Rutger Weaver. Who's heard of him? Okay, if you don't know who he is, he's a guy from the 1970s. He's a PhD. And if you go to his wiki, you can read about him. He's a German scientist known for significant contributions in the field of chronobiology, including some of the first experiments on humans in time-isolated environments. Okay, so basically, he was in the Max Planck Institute, and he was studying how the body and how humans behave, and he focused on the circadian rhythm, which is the rhythm of our body, our daily rhythm. Like when the sun comes up, we wake up. When the sun sets, most people want to sleep. So that's called the circadian rhythm. And he was studying the effects of light and of heat and also of electromagnetic fields and how it affects our circadian rhythm. So he wants to figure out what actually affects us, right? And he came up with a scientific report after doing a lot of research. And you can read about it on PubMed.org, and it's from 1970. It's called "The Effects of Electro Fields on Circadian Rhythm City in Men." And what that thing did was he had a group of students, about 80 students, and they all volunteered at weeks of a time to go into this underground facility. So they dug a big hole in the ground and created a bunker. And this is what it looked like. It was a huge bunker that fit about 100 people or more. And it was completely shielded from outside or from natural EMFs. So it was shielded from EMF from the earth, shielded from any kind of radiation or any kind of electromagnetic waves that the earth produces, and light, obviously, and sound. So, and what he found was that electromagnetic fields of extremely low frequency have been shown at a high statistical level to influence human circadian rhythms. So this is his introduction. This is his main thing. So what does that mean? Well, what he did was during the experiment, he would, after about a few weeks' time of these students living in this bunker without any light, without sunlight, not knowing when the day ended, when the night ended, they started to get depressed, and they started to get mental problems, and they started to have headaches, and they started to have all sorts of different psychosomatic issues. So what happened was that he recorded that, and then he secretly installed a PEMF device or electromagnetic device, something not as sophisticated as this, but it's like a primitive version of our aura coils. He installed in the room, and then he broadcasted the Schumann resonance, which is 7.83, which is apparently the resonance or the electromagnetic frequency of Earth. And guess what happened? When he turned it on, those symptoms went away. The students were happier. The students' headaches went away. The students' sleep cycles were now shorter. Okay, and it basically became more back to normal. So he did this experiment multiple times over the 20 years of this bunker, and every time he did it, he showed that the people would improve their physiological and even emotional issues or any problems or disorders just by broadcasting this frequency through electromagnetic waves using a broadcasting device. So what does that mean? It means that when we are shielded away from the Earth's electromagnetic field, okay, because remember, this bunker was completely shielded from any kind of electromagnetic field. So there's no cell phone signal, obviously. There's no magnetic field from the Earth that they can feel. What happened was they got depressed. They basically got sick, and then they had the quality of life just plummeted, and they got headaches. They became depressed and maybe even suicidal. So people say, well, what do humans need? Humans need, we need air, we need water, we need food. So what else we need? We actually need to have electromagnetic fields. We actually need to have electromagnetic energy in our lives in order to function normally, psychologically, and even physically. So that's what he proved. He proved that we need to have this frequency using this experiment. So, and what we did is we did something very similar. So let's take it a step further. If we can become normal, if we had this electromagnetic frequency, what would happen if we actually found frequencies that actually enhance us or make us even better or make us even healthier? What would happen? And that's exactly what brought me to develop these technologies, is using electromagnetic frequencies and specific ones that actually enhance certain parts of your brain. For example, to increase the focus, or to increase your productivity, or increase creativity even, or make you in a better mood, less depression, less stress, help you to have better sleep habits, and so on. So if you can have those things, would that be able to affect every other part of your life too? So what happens if you have too much EMF? If you have too much EMF, then some symptoms are you might get dizzy. It depends on what kind of EMF is. If you have too much negative EMF, like from Wi-Fi or cell phones, then many studies are showing that it leads to cancer. But if you have positive EMFs, then what you might experience is a very intense detox. So you might get dizzy, you might get irritable, you might get maybe some allergic reactions, or you might be sweaty or things like that. But it's called a Herxheimer effect. You're detoxing your body of all the bacteria. So when it gets loosened up and gets in your bloodstream, you actually have developed flu-like symptoms. But after a while, once you flush it out, you pee it out, drink lots of water, then you're okay. So some effects, it may be like you cranked it up too high. The electromagnetic frequency might be too strong, so just turn it down. Other than that, we haven't seen any negative effects other than that. So what we did was also using our technology, we did a similar experiment, and then we used the Kirlian camera photography, taking photos of the fingertips of this lady who was post-cancer. And this is before she did the treatment with our technology, with the frequencies. And you can see it is 11:10:46, okay? And then afterwards, before, just take a note and look at how the aura looks like around her body. You can see gaps, and it's kind of weak, right? Lots of gaps here. And after about 30 minutes of therapy, it's 11:41. You can see that now the energy is much better, and the gaps are starting to fill in. And that's actually only after one session of 30 minutes. That's it. She never did any of this before. We did this with our coils. We used the life force frequency with our coils for 30 minutes, and this is the result. We also were able to align the chakras, because our program actually shows the chakra alignment. You can see that chakra energy actually increased as well, because the size of these balls got bigger. Chakra alignment improved 81%, and you can see that the energy level went from 33 to 42, which is quite a huge improvement. And you can see the stress levels reducing, energy levels going up, and so on. So this is what we did. We scientifically can prove and quantitatively that our coils can increase the bioenergy and increase the chakra alignment, increase the chakra energy from a person. In the same way that Professor Weaver was able to basically turn on and off the health of the people who were living in the bunker at that time. So if you can have one of these things in your home, just imagine what you can do, right? We have these coils right now. They're on sale, so you can get our aura coils. You can see one in the background here. We have the 14-inch ones, we have the 21-inch ones, we have different layer levels. So with this technology, is basically the same thing. We're able to broadcast healthy energy throughout your whole home, and you can be playing this 24/7, and most people won't even know what's happening. It would even affect your neighbors. Your neighbors will be nicer, and everybody in the house will have a better mood, and it will increase the bioenergy in your whole home 24/7. You can just set it to forget. You can be doing anything in the house, and this would benefit. So that's the big version, and we have, like I said, we have them in different levels. The higher the level, then the bigger the field it can cover, are suitable for up to 6,000 square feet. We also have chi coils, as you know, and these are kind of like a portable version of it. They're only they're pretty small, right? They can be held in your hand. You can put it in your pocket. You just power it with your phone, and it just gives you a subtle energy boost, a subtle chi energy field in your body. So let's bring this to one of our initial questions, which was, how does this then help you to attract abundance? Like, what does this have to do with that, right? Remember in my first slide, I said you can use this to, okay, so we did this already. We showed you how to create the J energy ball. I explained to you about biophotons and bioenergy, and then how electromagnetic fields affect your health through the underground bunker experiment. I showed you how to boost your bioenergy. By doing the meditation today, you don't even need the technology, and you'll be able to boost your bioenergy because you feel it. You feel the tingling in your body. You can feel the heat. You can feel the energy going through your body. So actually, if you measure you with the camera right now, you will see you before and after. You can see that your aura level will be much bigger. Your energy field will be bigger. So that's one way. Or you can use our technology as a tool to help you get to higher levels even. So that leads us to the next thing. How do you boost your luck and magnetic abundance? So this takes us to the next level, is like once you get healthy, okay, once you get healthy in your life, once you have a balanced mind, you're not stressed out, you're not like tired, you're not anxious, and now you have a positive mental attitude. You have a positive outlook, you're productive, you're focused, you're clear. Now you can start to create things in your life, create positive things, right? Because many people cannot create positive things because they just don't have the energy. They're so tired of fighting a disease, so tired of fighting mental blocks or brain fog or some kind of other mental issue that it sucks up all their positive energy and just leaves them with negative energy. But once you fix those things, then the next step is now you can have the engine, now you have the tools of what you need to create things in your life. So what do I mean by create things? How about create luck and create magnetic abundance, okay? So it goes to the concept that we are all energy, okay? And everything in the world is energy. Just like Tesla said, there's 3 secrets to the universe. If you understand frequency, vibration, and energy, then you would understand the universe and you know all the secrets. So that's what this is about. If you can understand and be able to create positive energy, positive vibrations, and positive frequencies, then you'll be able to basically design your life, design what's going to happen to you in the future, design what you attract to you, okay? So by using frequencies with our chi coils, or even by the aura coils or a wand, there's a gold wand there, those actually can now program and tune and design your energy and aura and start attracting positive things into your life. You can even get more lucky. And if you want to get these products, we have them on sale right now. And where you can get them is on our website. So if you go to here, you go to qilifestore.com, QILIFESTORE.com, and you will be able to see them. Or you can call this number 1-833-374-2645 or 1-888-649-2898. And you can call to someone right now, leave a message if we're not available. We have very busy lines right now. So if you go to the website, you'll see we have immune supports, collection. We have chi coils, we have resonant wand systems, quantum frequencies, mantra auto coils, gem lasers, supplements, elixirs, and courses. So feel free to look through all of them. And today I showed you some chi coils and some mantra coils. Mantra coils are the big ones that have a field that can cover your whole house. So you can see we have different versions of it. The smaller they are, then it covers anywhere from 1,000 square foot, and our biggest one can cover up to 6,000 square feet. Okay, and this is called a mantra. Is aura. So this is a different base. This is using an aluminum and wood base, and then this is using a composite transparent base, and it comes with a light therapy. So it's a little bit higher end. But the range is about the same. And you can click it, you can see the video of me showing how far the range is. Range is like 30 feet away, you can still measure it. If you want to learn about our chi coils, you can go to our chi coil collection here. And here we have different options. So you can get the single chi coil, or you can get the double chi coil, or you can get our pro system, which is our chi coil 2, which is an improved version of the chi coil. And it comes with a bunch of frequencies and magnets and a belt clip. Transformation system, our flagship system, comes with gold-plated coils, and it comes with the transformation course, which teaches you how to attract abundance in your life, and it's a system. There's also the upgraded versions which have that power kit, which adds about 5 times more power to all your chi coils, so for an extra $200. And frequency. So some of you are asking about how do you get the abundance, how do you attract abundance? Well, we actually have a abundance, right here, powerful meditation and abundance amplifier. So this is a whole set of frequencies that are for meditation and for attracting abundance, and it's $497. So much better deal as if you're going to buy them all separately. Another very popular one is our infinities, abundance and release frequencies, which has about, I think, 20 or so tracks. Yeah, 20 tracks, and all different waveforms that you can use to. So what we did is we take the Archimedes infinite decimals equations, and we created frequencies of them, and these will help you to attract abundance. Light Warrior wants to know, why is it not well known? Well, it's not conventionally known, but it is quite well known if you talk to the right circles. It is getting more and more popular about this technology and these kinds of modalities. It's not mainstream. By the time it's mainstream, then everybody will know, and then who knows when that's going to be. So if you go and read our reviews, we have a lot of reviews. Let's see if you can see the reviews here. Oh, by the way, we have financing programs. So if you want to break this up into smaller payments, then it's available. Just click on the Klarna when you check out, or just finance directly like this. But I'm going to show you the reviews. So the review is down here. Yeah, so here, see, Kristen says, my 8-year-old boy son loves it. I can see that he is more focused and calm during training and really improved his performance. So it helped him when he was training so helped him become more calm and more focused. So definitely, I believe it would help a kid who has explosive outbursts and things like that. So test it out. Okay, so once again, if you want to take advantage of the sale, it's a good time to do it. Just go to our store, chilifestore.com, and then order the products. And now is a good time to work on ourselves because we're at home. And it's a good time to work on all these things that we normally don't have time to work on, which is ourselves and our spiritual lives and our own energy and our body and our health. So it's a good idea to get these technologies and start experimenting with them and start to transform yourself, because who knows how long we're going to be in quarantine, and hopefully not much longer. So if you want to get more information, just make sure you contact us on our toll-free number. We have people standing by right now to take your call. Call 1-888-649-2898. If that doesn't work, you can try this number, 1-833-374-2645. If you still can't get through, that means there's a lot of people on the line. Just leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you need someone to call you right now, best thing to do is just leave it in the Q&A. You go to Q&A, just type in your name and your email and your phone number, and we'll have someone call you right away. And no one's going to see that, only me. Only I see the Q&A. So you got a question about any products or any services right now, just leave your name and phone number and email. Chi Life Store, not Chi Life Store with a G. You fix that. And then we'll help you out with any questions, or if you want to get help with financing our products, then we can do that. Okay, so this is the end of the webinar, and as promised, I'm going to give you the free frequency. And this is a frequency. It's the anxiety to balance frequency. So we're going to help you transform your anxiety to balance by using this frequency that helps you with your spleen. And it's got color therapy, and it's one of the 5 elements. And Earth is the 5th element, one of this element. So here's the link. I'm going to post it. And go and let me know how you like that. Make a comment, like and subscribe to the channel, share it with friends, share it on Facebook and so on, and pass this out. So you can use this for meditation. You can just watch it and then listen to the frequency, listen to the sound. You can see the animations, and then you can make the sound and with your own voice to help you to enhance your meditation as well. All right, so thanks for coming to the David Wong webinar. It's been fun. I hope to see you again real soon. You can give me a direct message through my Instagram if you want, or through my Facebook page. Make sure you join my closed Facebook group as well, Chi Life Masterclass. We're going to post all the previous webinars on there. So if you want to watch all the previous webinars, just go on there, ask to join, and we're going to accept you, and then you can now watch all the past webinars. So until next time, stay strong, stay resonant, stay healthy, stay happy, use the chi, and prosper.